Starring June Lockhart, Hugh Riley, John Provost as Timmy, and, of course, Lassie.
You know, Lassie, I think fish are smarter than people make them out to be. How else would they know when it's Saturday or Sunday? Seems they disappear every weekend. Wow, an eagle. No, it's not your eagle, Lassie. It's a bald eagle. Sort of a distant cousin. I bet she has a nest around here. Come on, Lassie. Gosh, look, girl. You should have seen that mother eagle trying to teach her two babies how to fly. If we're lucky, maybe we can get another picture of her catching a fish.
Well, there you are, ace photographer.
Gee, thanks, Dad. Lassie thought it was her eagle when she first saw it. Didn't you, girl?
Lassie probably misses her old friend. Mrs. Eagle hasn't been around here to visit us lately.
She'll probably make friends with this one, too.
Well, they're not the friendliest of birds, but I wouldn't put it past her.
Good night, Dad. Mom. Come on, you old bird watcher, you.
Good night, dear.
That ought to be a great one, girl. Lassie? Lassie! Don't you know it's against the law to shoot an eagle?
I didn't realize it was an eagle. I was sure it was a killer hawk. Looks as if the wing is broken.
Poor thing. She's got two babies to take care of.
Babies?
Uh-huh. In her nest over there.
Oh, that's a shame. Don't worry, boy. You know where I can call a vet?
Well, Lassie and I can set her wing if you help us get her home. Mom! Dad! Come look! Remember that bald eagle I told you about?
Yes?
Look, here she is.
Oh, my goodness. What happened?
Well, a hunter thought she was a hawk and shot her.
Why, her wing's broken. She won't be able to fly again for a long time.
Oh, I'll get it. Well, what about her babies?
Well, the man who shot her said he was going to get in touch with the the Bird Society.
Oh.
Hey, look. This bird's been banded. Key West, Florida.
Florida? What's she doing here?
Well, eagles are migratory birds, Timmy.
But all the way from Florida?
Well, you see, this bird's been banded so the government can keep track of her movements.
You mean to keep them from dying out?
Yeah, I believe that's the idea.
Well, your hunter kept his word, Timmy. They're sending a Mr. Clark over to take the baby eagles away.
Take them away? What about the mother? It's bad enough being hurt. Without having her babies taken away, too.
Well, it's the best thing for them, dear.
Couldn't we take care of them?
No, Timmy. Eagles are government property. We'll have to leave it up to Mr. Clark to decide what's best for the mother and for the babies. Well, I better get back to that fence.
Cheer up, Timmy.
It just doesn't seem fair to separate them. But when her wing gets better, she'll want to fly back to her nest and her family.
What in the world? What is it, Lassie? What's the matter, girl?
Wait a minute, Mom. Lassie's got an idea. Maybe if we could find her friend, Mrs. Eagle, maybe she could sort of adopt the babies for a while.
Oh, really, Timmy? Look, Mrs. Eagle is probably living 100 miles away from here by now.
Mom, suppose she's still around here. No one could find her better than her own baby.
Well,
Gee, thanks, Mom. Thanks a lot. Go on, I'll find your mother. Go on, hurry. Go on, find your mother. Hurry.
how do you do? I'm Mrs. Martin.
Oh, how do you do, Mrs. Martin? I'm Joe Clark.
Hello, Mr. Clark. My son and his dog have just gone to look for the mother eagle.
But I thought you had the mother eagle here, Mrs. Martin.
Oh, we do. Yes, we do. No, this is the foster mother, the mother of the goose.
Mother of the goose?
Well, look, why don't we just sit down and I'll try and explain the whole thing. Care for a piece of cake?
Thank you.
Well, it all started about, 2 years ago. Timmy and Lassie were out for a hike, and they saw a man steal an egg out of a golden eagle's nest. Then the man tripped and dropped it and it broke.
I really think Timmy and Lassie were just as upset as the eagle. The sight of the empty nest seemed so lonely that Timmy came up with the idea of putting a goose egg in the nest. We all wondered what the mother eagle must be thinking and whether she really thought it was her own egg. But believe it or not, she hatched it just as though it were her own. Timmy and Lassie even helped to feed it by putting scraps of meat in a paper bag and using their own special delivery service. If Mrs. Eagle had any doubts about her offspring, they were confirmed when she saw her babies swimming. And when the mother eagle tried to teach the goose to fly, it got into real trouble. With her baby in such a predicament, the mother decided to go for help. And naturally, she came to her friends Timmy and Lassie. Timmy and Lassie knew right away that something was wrong, and they followed the mother eagle. They found the little goose and brought it home, back to its real mother. And since then, Mrs. Eagle has been coming back now and then to visit her foster child.
We haven't seen her around here lately, though.
That's the most incredible story I've ever heard.
Well, Timmy and Lassie are a pretty incredible pair.
And you think they're going to find Mrs. Eagle to take care of the bald eagle's babies?
It was Lassie's idea.
Shall we take a look at the bald eagle now?
Yes, of course. She's in the barn.
Lassie!
No, I've seen everything. Frankly, when you told me that story about Mrs. Eagle, I thought you were pulling my leg.
Then you're not going to take the baby eagles away?
Seems to me they're getting the best care they can get right here. Yep, I think the government will be well satisfied to leave them with you and Mrs. Eagle. And Lassie. I'll just climb up and bend them, and my job will be done.
Mr. Clark, you're not going to climb all the way up there.
I do it all the time. It beats push-ups and chinning the bar.
Do you suppose I could have a job like that when I grow up, Mom?
I don't know. Looks pretty dangerous to me. Give me a few years to think about it.
They're just fine, healthy and strong.
That's wonderful!